What's good, my people? Welcome to the part 2 of our series, Insecurity. Topic is the exit. God desires to lead you to the exit of your insecurity. So how do you know if you are insecure? This week, let's dive a little deeper. You know you're insecure when you don't feel qualified. Matthew chapter 3, verses 13 through 15. Then Jesus went from Galilee to the Jordan River to be baptized by John. But John tried to talk him out of it. I am the one who needs to be baptized by you, he said. So why are you coming to me? But Jesus said, it should be done, for we must carry out all that God requires. So John agreed to baptize him. So John like, whoa, Jesus like, I'm not good enough to baptize you. Like, I'm not qualified for this. And Jesus like, John, this has to be done, man. Like, this was prophesied long ago. This has to be done. You have no choice. You have no choice but to let God use you. It has to be done. Number 2, how do you know if you are insecure? When you fear rejection. Let's look at Jonah. Jonah chapter 1, verses 1 through 3. The Lord gave this message to Jonah, son of Amittai. Get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. I announce my judgment against it, because I have seen how wicked its people are. But Jonah got up and went in the opposite direction to get away from the Lord. He went down to the port of Joppa, where he found the ship leaving for Tarshish. He bought a ticket and went on board, hoping to escape from the Lord by sailing to Tarshish. That's what insecurity does. It makes us fear rejection from people. We seek validation and approval. And we feel less than if they don't accept us for who we are or accept what we've called to do. So how do we get over this insecurity problem? Remember last week we talked about how, first off, the main thing that you must do is you must put your confidence in God's ability, what He can do, not in what you can do. But my next point, I would say, stop comparing yourself to other people. Let's check out Psalm chapter 73, verses 1 through 4. Truly God is good to Israel, to those whose hearts are pure. But as for me, I almost lost my footing. My feet were slipping, and I was almost gone. For I envied the proud, and I saw them prosper despite their wickedness. They seem to live such painless lives. Their bodies are so healthy and strong. He said they seem to live such painless lives. He said they seem. He ain't know for sure. If you're not careful, you can have that they seem mindset. You could be on social media scrolling down. They seem to be in love. They seem to be in a good marriage. They seem to have it all together. We gotta lose that they seem mindset. My next point, one of my favorites. Don't mistake opportunity with burden. John saw baptizing Jesus as burden. Jonah saw going to Nineveh as burden. Moses saw going before Pharaoh as burden and not opportunity. Do you see your opportunity as burden? You gotta exit. You gotta exit. My last point. Know what you're facing. You gotta fix your face. Remember Moses' dysfunction. As a kid, he was born Hebrew. He was sent down a river to an Egyptian family. The Egyptian family sent them back to his Hebrew family, and his Hebrew family sent them back to his Egyptian family. Imagine the trauma and him just not knowing his true self. Exodus chapter 2. Many years later, when Moses had grown up, he went out to visit his own people, the Hebrews, and he saw how hard they were forced to work. During this visit, he saw an Egyptian beating one of his fellow Hebrews. After looking in all directions to make sure no one was watching, Moses killed the Egyptian and hid the body in the sand. But the fight wasn't between the Hebrew and the Egyptian. The fight was in Moses. His insecurity finally comes out. Moses could have handled that situation way better than what he did, but he chose to handle it out of his insecurity and not out of the character of God. The fight isn't between somebody else and somebody else. The fight is between you and you, because you follow you wherever you go, and you know your thoughts. We don't war against flesh and blood. We war against principalities. Moses could have just stepped up, took a step back and said, I'm a child of the Hebrews and I'm a child of the Egyptians. But really? I'm a child of God. Let me handle this in a way that will honor my Father.